Hello guys, and welcome back to another Kingdom Hearts Union Cross video. So today's video we actually have our new banner. They actually reprinted the Kingdom Hearts 2 Cloud Supernova Plus Plus. So let's go ahead and make a recap about this medal and let's see how good it is in the current meta. So just to give you the info, thank you so much this girl on Twitter to giving us the information. So pretty much deals 11 hits and ignore attributes, and more damage equals to a 50% chance. There you go, the info. PvP, before first slot, high damage equals to speed foes. For 1 tier, guild damage for 320, metal strength for 14k, general upright power speed magic attack for 15, and general upright power speed magic defense minus 15, and 100% chance to pierce enemies' defense skills. This is what you're getting. You're getting absolutely 15 of upright power speed magic attack for 15, lowers the enemy's upright and lowers the enemy's general power speed magic attack, and obviously it will give you 12k. Now it is a falling price deal, so you're not wasting 30k of jewels. You're wasting around maybe around the 18k or 19k, even so that you're equally to get like the cloud. Even it's actually good for a 5 mercy pool, but if he is actually a pull if a skip, this is under your criteria, because the only worth that I see here is that if you combine the stained glass number 14 plus the cloud, obviously you're gonna have a very powerful PvP medal. But standalone, well, pretty much he is kind of a good, but even so he decals on PvP. So I just see this medal as a very good PvE medal. And for the next 10 pulls, I think this is just like I mentioned, this is under your criteria if you want it or not. So this is doubtable, but from my point of view, there's much better medals in the way that you can actually get. So it could be one or the other. Skip it, or if you think that you really need it for future content and you see the future content that you're seeing in the next 2 weeks, then go ahead and pull it. Because in the matter of fact, right now we have the TVA right now. TVA is going to disappear in the next 2 days. We have the Starlight medal. The Starlight is very much powerful than the Cloud. And we have the Melody Memory Axle, which in this case is a very good defense piercing critical chance, but obviously it decays on the Supernova ability. But of course, like I mentioned, the next medals are going to be Melody Memory Xion and Melody Memory Roxas, which Roxas is a Colosseum medal, and Xion is actually a buffer reverse medal. So if you think that this is going to be amazing, well, this banner is going to be here until the next 2 weeks. So you have still 2 weeks to see if you want to pull it or not. And of course, we have to wait until the next week to see what is the new content that we're gonna have from Roboloid. So in this case, this is under your criteria. Pull it if you think it's good, pull it if you're not. For my end, it's just a skip because I already have Starlight, and obviously Starlight on PvP is just so devastating. But of course, this Cloud is actually very good on PvE. PvP more or less, just because of the fact that he has a defense pierce, but there's a reason why Sephiroth ended up much powerful. So this is a falling price deal. You may think that, hey, you know what, it's now a mercy medal, but it's in the next 10 pulls. You could be using around 19 or 21k. I don't know how much you'll be wasting to get this medal, but of course I think that this medal, it's under your criteria if you want to pull it or not. So in that case, I'll leave you on your end. From my point of view, I'll just skip it because I already have very powerful upright medals for PvE and some for PvP. I still need to lack on PvP, but this is actually not for me on PvP, obviously. So if you think that this is actually a pull or a skip, it's under your criteria, to be honest. This is just doubtable for me. Of course, this is just like, hey, maybe you can skip it, maybe you will pull it, but from my point of view, I'll just skip it. For people who thinks that it's still very useful, then go ahead. This is just a reprinted banner, so maybe you will see this on the draw point banner later on, so that's why I'm not gonna pull for it. So this is my honest opinion about this. So if it's a pull or skip, from my point of view, this is a skip, but for for content purposes, it is a very good medal that you won't have to skip. For people who still don't have this medal was releasable on the Cyber Monday, so pretty much it's been a long time that this medal was created. So like I mentioned, in my point of view, this medal could be or even good, or even bad. But like I mentioned, this medal, it's under your criteria, so it's up to you if you want to pull it or skip it. But from my point of view, it's actually a skip. But don't worry, don't actually say on my point of view, hey, you know, he said that I should skip, so I should skip it. No, I'm not saying that you should skip it. From my point of view, it's a skip, but this medal is actually very good. So it's like I mentioned, it's under your point of view if you want to go ahead and pull it or skip it. So yep, guys. So, or even so, like I mentioned, if you really want this medal, just wait until the last day when there's content, like when you get the Melody Memory Shion and Roxas, or if they're gonna release something else on the next banners. That's my point of view, guys. So wait until that time is up and wait until the last day. So when you get the medals, and of course if you really want this medal, then there you go. So that is all. Just wanted to give you my honest opinions about this banner. It is very good. It's a falling price deal. Maybe you could get it within the next 10 polls, of course, but in my point of view, I'll just go ahead and skip it. For people who really want it, go ahead. Or if you really want to wait until the last day, then wait until the last day. You wouldn't have any problems. Well, that is all for today's video. It was just a quick video, just check it, and I saw that, hey, you know what, we got this new reprinted banner, so I will have to just talk and see if this medal is actually good or not. Well, that is all. May hearts be your guiding key, and I'll see you guys until tomorrow's PvP video. Peace, guys.